Hey everyone, next question says, is there a substitute for deficit deadlifts and pulls from the floor? I tweaked my low back a few weeks ago deadlifting, and I thought it had healed up, but I had some pain attempting the deadlifts this week. I had it checked out. My chiro said it was an acute lumbar ligament strain, maybe RDLs or rack pulls for a couple weeks, and then I can retest pulling from the floor. If you are under the care of a chiro, I'm going to defer to them because they can see you and they have a lot more experience with whatever this injury is. Now, with that said, something that you can pitch to them is more of an active approach. And we see this being extremely beneficial to a lot of people who have, soft tissue injuries, whether it's, injuries to a muscle belly, injuries to a ligament or tendon. We basically have them do a reintroduction protocol. Now, if you search through the old videos and look for injury, anything about injuries, you'll likely come across this response. But in effect, the classic way that we do this is you take whatever movement is causing the issue. So in this case, your deadlift. You start it at 15% of your 1 rep max and do 2 or 3 sets of 10. Of course, that should be totally easy, not hard in any way. It should also be completely pain-free, even devoid of any sort of weirdness or tenderness or anything like that. And then after a period of time, depending on the rate of healing for that injury, usually it doesn't take more than a week to progress to the next stage, which is about 30% of your 1 rep max. Again, 2 or 3 sets of 10. And then the third stage is 45% for 2 or 3 sets of 10. Then 60% for 2 or 3 sets of 8. At that point, you should be ready to pretty much phase back into your regular training. That seems to do really well in terms of helping us recover in a functional way. It seems to do really well in helping with pain management as well. Another way that we've just started to do but seen a lot of success with is what gets passed around as being more of a Bill Starr method. You would start out with something extremely light, maybe just the bar, and do 3 sets of 25. And then each day you do 3 sets of 25 and you do it with slightly heavier and heavier weights. When you get to where it's too heavy for you to do 3 sets of 25, you go to 3 sets of 15, and then 10, then 5. So the idea is that you continually ratchet up the weight, doing a lot of reps. So you're getting a good movement pattern through the injured area. You're forcing blood flow through the injured area and stuff like that. We've seen a lot of good preliminary success using that method so far, but either one of those methods essentially accomplish the same task. Is to get you doing pain-free movement as quickly as possible. With that said, your idea of doing some rack pulls or something like that is fine, but if you have a strained lumbar ligament, it's still going to put a lot of strain on those ligaments if you're going to do like a heavy triple rack pull or something like that. So I think maybe one of the other reintroduction protocols is going to be better suited for you at this point.